Today's video is brought to you by Jay Wheeler Movies and More. He has an online store of apparel designs that he comes up with on his own. We got Freddy Krueger designs. You have a lot of Karate Kid, one of Gabe and I's personal favorite movies. You got handbags, pants, sweatshirts, t-shirts, cups, phone cases, Big Trouble Little China designs that he creates all on his own. You also have the Sandlot. You have Beetlejuice, and the one I'm wearing in this video, Get to the Chopper, from Predator, a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. If you want to get one of these awesome designs on some kind of apparel, check out the link in the description box below.
Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring Land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
All
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jody there.
And we just want to wish everyone a happy Onam. If you celebrate that festival, it's a Malayalam festival, celebration, assuming holiday, you can call that, which spans 10 days, and it's going to end on August 23rd. It started on the 12th. And so we thought, hey, let's learn about this festival, this holiday, since it's going on right now. I believe it centers in Kerala, there in South India. So we got a double reaction for you today. Thank you so much, Varun, for helping us find the proper videos to use. Each video is about 3 minutes long, so you get twice the reaction. If you like what you see here, don't forget to like.
And subscribe.
Jody, how you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Nice to meet you. Let's go ahead and check this out right now. Here we go.
Onam is celebrated as soon as the monsoon season ends and the harvest season begins. This festival is exclusive to the Kerala state, and if you're planning to tour the state, check the place out in the Onam season, as the festivities are grand and the visuals spectacular. Onam is celebrated by every Malayali and is one of the secular festivals in India. The wonderfully decorated elephants, Kathakali and Pulikali dancers' performances, gigantic snake boats lined up at the shores for competitions, and the floral decorations everywhere are a wonderful feast to the eyes. The Onam celebrations are spread over 4 days. Although it is celebrated to mark the harvesting season these days, the reason dates back to the Hindu mythological story of King Mahabali. Although an Asura, King Mahabali ruled his land with great welfare, pomp, and without discrimination. He was known for his generosity, the prosperity of the land under his rule, and was said to be wise and judicious. It is said that Kerala witnessed a golden era under his rule. Soon, King Mahabali began to attract the attention of Devas. The Devas were worried that the kingdom of Mahabali was becoming better than heaven. Soon, they prayed to Lord Vishnu and asked him to get rid of Mahabali. Lord Vishnu granted the wish of the Devtas and soon reached earth in the form of a young, poor Brahmin boy. Lord Vishnu took the form of Vamana. Vamana then went to Mahabali and told him that he was a very poor Brahmin who needed 3 feet of land. He quickly accepted the request. With the first 2 steps, Vamana grew up to the size that measured the earth and heaven. In the 3rd step, he couldn't find any place. Mahabali realized he was Lord Vishnu and so generously offered his head for the 3rd step. Impressed with his generosity, Lord Vishnu made him the king of Patala, and Mahabali gladly accepted, saying that he would return once every year to his land of Kerala. This is how the tradition began. Here are some more facts about the festival. 1. In Kerala, Onam is a secular festival that is celebrated by people of all religions and castes. 2. An elaborate lunch called Sadhya is served and filled with 26 traditional varieties of food. The Onam Sadhya is an all-vegetarian affair. 3. Traditional wear is displayed on Onam, with the men wearing cream color mundu and jubba, while the women wear a traditional Kerala sari, white in color with a golden border. 4. To welcome King Mahabali, every house is adorned with creative pookalam designs or carpet of flowers in designs.
Every house.
5. Gifting is a compulsion in the family. People exchange gifts in the form of silver, gold, clothes, home appliances, and many more. The youngest of the family usually gets the gifts from elders.
That's crazy.
Wow. So I mean, you're talking like a full-blown festival celebration. With the days, it reminds me almost like a Hanukkah type situation with gifts and whatnot and celebrations, but a whole lot more than just focusing on the gifts like Christmas or something like that. Focusing on the festival itself, and it makes sense. You're celebrating the beginning of the harvest. You know, that harvest time is what you spend the entire year for as a farmer to be able to harvest and get what you can get.
Yeah, it's your money making.
Yeah,
For sure. The elephants decorations were beautiful. And I feel like we've watched something with those flower creations on the floor.
Think
Either
so?
we watched it together or I watched it in my class. years
educated
ago.
one here.
So it could have been like when we were learning about different countries. But yeah. But I feel like it was with flowers or with colored powder. So you guys let us
the
know.
powder, like they're throwing the powder on each
No,
other.
but it was those decorations. It was like those circular medallions that are just like crazy because you don't mess up. But the one we watched was, and again, I don't know if it was you or my class.
No,
but it was
well,
with
you were doing that whole
powder.
unit of different holidays and festivals and
Yeah,
whatnot.
so it
it's
totally
probably with
could
your
have been
class.
that. Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. Do you have to be artistic get those floral designs with the flowers? Because I said every house decorate. When it comes to holidays here in the States, we love decorations, but maybe more so me. But we kind of get lazy with some of the traditions or whatever. We just get lazy, and so it seems like there'd be a lot of maybe not pressure. I'm sure they love to do it, but if you're someone like me who's kind of like I'd rather sit around and do this or that, then you better like stop thinking that because you want to make sure you have all those things for the festival. 23 different parts of the food for that
was
that
it
feast.
23 or 26?
Probably was 96. Who knows? It was a lot.
I did recognize a banana though.
I mean, I know us. You'd be like, oh, I forgot this, and this. How did I forget that? No, we got people coming over.
Yep.
But being serious for a second, that's me just kind of looking at my negative way. It's fantastic when anyone pays respect to a certain way of belief by putting in that effort and going out and being part of that celebration. It's cool how you learn about these different festivals, different holidays, different traditions in different parts of the world because for the most part, this is Malayalam, which is a part of India, right? One part of a gigantic country where unless you have people from Kerala in different parts of India, you're not really having this. But it's very intricate.
Very intricate.
A whole lot to it. So that was the first reaction, the facts and everything. We get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. The Mahubali made me think of Bahubali. I hope I'm saying that right. That was a really cool story. So let's find out what this next video, which is called The Grand Onam Sadhya of Kerala. All right. And we're going to see from this guy from a channel called Cook D. All right, big channel. Here we go. Okie dokie.
Hi, my name is Prince and I'm a food producer here at Cook. So today we're celebrating Onam, the harvest festival of Kerala. There are 4 days of Onam and today is Onam, the second and most important day of Onam.
Oh, there's 10.
So the most significant part of today is the Onam Sadhya, which is an elaborate vegetarian feast that is served in a banana leaf and eaten using our hands. There's a saying in Kerala that goes, Kanam vittum Onam unnanam. This means that everyone should eat the Onam Sadhya even if they had to give some of their possessions. So this shows how important the Sadhya is to all Malayalis. Have you ever looked at Onam Sadhya and been intimidated by the amount of
we were just
dishes
talking
being
about
served
that.
on the banana leaf? Don't worry. Today we're going to show you each of those dishes and explain them to you in detail.
Very smart videos for us to watch. Good job, Varun.
The Sadhya is traditionally served on the banana leaf and eaten using our hands. The tip of the banana leaf is used and this side faces the left of the person that is eating. Water is sprinkled on the banana leaf and wiped clean using our hands. The first dishes to be served are the banana chips and sharkara variety. Banana chips is made from raw Nendran banana that is fried in coconut oil. Sharkara variety is thick cut banana chips that are coated in jaggery. Next, the banana, salt and papadam are served. Here we have mango pickle, lemon pickle and puli inji. The more acidic elements of the sadhya are served to the left of the leaf. Next up is the cabbage thoran, a simple cabbage stir fry with coconut. Olan is a dish of black-eyed peas and white pumpkin. There are usually 2 or 3 masala dishes that are served in the sadhya. One of those is the kootagari. Next up is erisheri, which is black-eyed peas cooked with pumpkin. In some parts of
Pumpkin sounds
Kerala,
heavy.
ellu curry is also served. Next up is aviyal, the star of the sadhya, in which a variety of vegetables are simmered in a coconut and yogurt-based gravy. We also have a pachadi that is made with beetroot
That's
and
why it's
curd.
pink.
Kurukkugalan is one of the most sweeter dishes that are served with rice. This is made from ripened bananas cooked with coconut. The rice that is served in the sadhya is usually red
banana.
rice, also known as matta. Along with the rice, the first course that is eaten is the katti paripu and ghee. Katti paripu is moong dal cooked with coconut milk. The next course to be eaten with rice is a sambar, and then the rasam is served. The drinks that are served with the sadhya are water and buttermilk. The buttermilk can either be drunk or eaten with a little rice and pickle at the end of the sadhya
Butter.
to balance out the sweetness from the payasam. And finally, to end things on a sweet note, we have the two desserts, Paripu Pradaman and Palada Payasam. Paripu Pradaman is moong dal that is cooked with jaggery and coconut. Palada Payasam is a creamy milk-based payasam that is cooked with rice flakes known as palada. At the end of this sumptuous meal, the banana leaf is folded towards us to signify that we are satisfied with the meal.
It's a lot of food.
Hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Onam Sadhya.
Fill you up.
If you want to
Yeah,
learn how
I
to
don't know
prepare
if I
this
finished it
delicious
all.
sadhya, do check out all the recipes on our channel Cook. Here's to wishing you all a joyful Onam, or as we would say in Malayalam, Onasham Sari.
I feel like next year, since he has all the recipes, we should try it out.
That would be
Next year.
insane. That would be a nightmare with us trying to do it correctly, but that would be cool.
That would be cool.
So, I wasn't sure what that video was going to be about just from the thumbnail, and it makes perfect sense because we were just talking about.
All the
Was it
food.
26? Did you? I didn't catch it. I'm going to go with her 26. All those different dishes. I was a little confused at first because it said 4 days of Onam. And when I just Googled it just to get a little information on the festival, it said 10 days. So maybe 4 days for one part of it. I don't know. Maybe you can explain that to us in the comment section. But a lot of items there. A lot of coconut. I wonder if that's a big harvest item in this area of India, which makes sense to, you know. I'm assuming when this originated and they came up with these different parts, I don't even want to say ingredients because they're all different types of meals on that banana leaf. It's probably with the items that they would harvest quite a bit. So it was easier to come by. And you celebrate your great harvest, hopefully you have a great one, with donating a little bit of what that harvest is to this meal and to celebrate it. But, man, talk about trying to... I mean, you used to do the cookie plates with your dad for Christmas and like the 20 different types of cookies, and you used to talk
They're
about
the worst.
how much
The
work that was.
worst. Cookies and fudge and bread.
And that was just a family tradition.
It was the worst.
But to do this where you're trying to cook each individual thing like correctly, right? I mean, so much different color, so much different thing. None of those things I've ever had before.
Me either. And what was interesting is, I believe in the beginning of the video, he said
Besides
that
rice.
the meal was so important that if you have to sell some of your property
Yeah.
to afford it, like you do, like that's what's expected. Like,
If
that's
the-
crazy.
If the poor family's like, oh no, we got to afford this
I
this
know,
feast
you gotta
again.
save up for it every year.
That would be tough.
It's crazy.
But I mean, that's really cool. I love learning about different festivals, different celebrations, because it lets you feel like the world is a little bigger than you once think it is. Like it's your own little world going on and you're trying to survive here and there. It's good to see what other people are doing. And you got to appreciate the hustle and the hard work people are putting into ways that they feel are important, things that they think are important. If you're from Malayalam, please give us a shout out. Let us know if you've already had your feast and how it was. I like the idea of folding that leaf to show that you're satisfied. But man, I mean, there's, like you said, a lot of food. And even though desserts were bigger portions, like I know me, like halfway through, I'm like, am I going to get through it today?
Well, when I first saw like the small little bits, like I was like, oh, like a little spoonful here and a spoonful there, that's fine. But as he's going through each thing and he's just adding more and more and more, I'm like, I'd be like so full by the time we just passed all the different bananas. And the what he put like that special bread and then like the salt and stuff. I think by the time I finished all that, I'd be full.
I would love like sitting next to, you know, a native Keralan and just kind of watch, like I'm gonna copy you, buddy, and just watching like what they did, what they mix with, what they go with, and what order. If you're gonna visit India, you definitely got to visit around Onam, so that if you get to Kerala, if you're in South India, you can, hopefully they allow outsiders to, you know, join a family feast or something like that. Maybe someone will help Born Reviews out and invite us to their home and we can enjoy that. That'd be fantastic. But that's cool. Let us know how you're celebrating this holiday. Let us know what you learned that you didn't know before. And until next time.
Goodbye.